Now, our last thing is we're just gonna go through sticks, which is an amazing thing. Shout out to Vic Firth for always taking care of us. And Monks loves how much I change sticks. Beginning of Europe, we went with 5A, and then I was breaking them a little bit more. And in the middle of that, I was like, I gotta go to a 5B.
Yeah, people don't know this, but you can get 3 different weights of Vic Firth sticks. So they come in like heavy, mediums, or lights. But in Europe, that's really difficult to specify. But in the US, you can say which ones you want. Is it 3 weights or just 2? Maybe it's just mediums and heavy.
It might just be heavy.
Yeah, I might have that wrong. Anyway, we went to the 5A heavy for a bit, and then we couldn't get any of them. And then the 5A mediums weren't cutting it.
No, it wasn't working.
And then we got a bunch of 5Bs, but they were the heavy ones, and they were really heavy, right?
They felt like marching bands.
Yeah, right.
Which was fine. I'm all for it. I just like the width of the 5B, but I like the weight of the 5A heavy. So we had to find a hybrid that worked out well, which was, this 5B is nuts. So what am I using right now?
That's just the medium 5Bs. If you just buy them online, that's what you're gonna get.
Yeah, you can grab them anywhere. So long story short, Vic has everything you need. Everything, okay? What else is in this bag? Mallets, which I always have, a lot of cymbal rolls, things like that. If I don't want a harsh wood sound on the cymbals, I'll use the felts, a lot of the ballad stuff that we have, get in and out. And even some of the tom stuff, like in one of the songs, it's a double tom kick joint. It's just a much warmer tone. So that's pretty much all the sticks that I'm using. We're in arena, so there's not a lot of soft stuff, but you do notice if for any reason we decide to change anything, if we want to do something a little more stripped down, I always have brushes, I always have rods. Once again, Vic has everything that you're ever gonna need. Now, if you look at pretty much every single one of the drums, minus the aux drum, you'll notice RTOM is existing. Moon gels are a big thing about what we use. As Monks mentioned, well, he can tell you more, my tones that I like are a little more condensed. How do you use RTOM moon gels combined with Remo to get the tone?
If you're in a studio session or something, right, sometimes you'll go nuts and tune the drums like an actual note. I've done sessions where I'm tuning drums to a piano. But with this, like, I'm going for the intervals. I'm kind of going for Star Wars, like ding, dun, 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 dun. That's what I'm going for.
Okay, vibes.
So I'll get to the actual note, and then I'll just use the RTOM moon gels just to soak up some of that resonance a little bit. So I'll put one on the bottom usually. The new ones actually are so good because they used to kind of fall off a little bit. Other brands, sometimes they just fall off the bottom, so you got to tape it on. But these,
they've improved it a lot.
These have been on there since like the first day of this tour, which is nuts. Months ago. On the bottom head there, on the reso head, it just soaks up some of that resonance. So you're just getting the note, basically, of the drum. The drum's not sitting there and singing for a week. It just goes, boom.
Yep, in and out. Yeah. I like tones where I can get literally, I want you to hear it, and then I don't want it to live in your spirit too long. I want the moment to feel good, and then we're in and out. So Monks has used moon gels here forever with me, and they've done an incredible job. And then the last thing you guys will see is all of the Roland gear that we're using. So major shout out to Roland for just providing an incredible product. Roland SPD SX Pro, at this point, it's my go-to. A lot of other guys use the TD50 or the TM6, that kind of stuff, which is all personal preference. You'll see a lot of triggers on each one of the drums. Don't ask me what they do. They trigger things.
Some of them.
Some of them do, and then some of them are used by our incredible audio team as gates. Yeah. So a little free game for you all. Over here, Phantom 7, play a good amount of stuff on the road. A lot of pads, strings, Rhodes, pianos, and that kind of stuff that exist here. Some synth stuffs, some sweet leads happen in the middle of the show, but that's essentially all of the extras that we're using right now. So between Vic Firth drumsticks, Roland Electronics, I mean, we have everything that we need, top to bottom, across the board of what we need.
For sure.
And that's a wrap on the full breakdown of my world tour drum setup. So we want to thank Pro Drums, Remo Drumheads, Zildjian Cymbals, Vic Firth Drumsticks, and RTOM for always just lacing us, making sure we're well taken care of on the road. And that's a wrap. We'll see you on the next one. Peace.